So, girls, what do you want to talk about today?
Let's talk about your outfit today.
Oh, yeah.
I thought we only wear that around Father's Day.
Yeah, but that would be one time a year. I feel blessed to be a dad at least 265 times a year.
So there's 100 days. I don't really care. I'm sure you prefer for us to be wearing shirts that say "blessed to be called daughter" every day.
No, not really.
Well, what would you, well, okay.
It's corny. It's corny when I wear it, but see when
you are corny,
right?
So it works.
See, that's the thing. When you get to a certain age, you don't care if you're corny. You guys are young. Y'all.
I think you care a little bit.
I mean, I think I have pretty good swag as a dad.
Ooh,
I think I'm pretty cool. I've gone to the high school girls' school, and they've complimented me on my dad's swag. I'm pretty confident. But even in me having this swag that I have,
are you Justin Bieber, Mr. Swag?
And he's wearing purple.
Even in this swag that I have, I'm okay with being corny because my corniness can be cool.
Yes, but no. Okay, I was only asking you that question to segue into the topic of clothing and outfits, and as we've put it in the past, harmony on fashionable decisions.
Yeah, like that kill shot you gave Lauryn about her dress.
Yeah, I still don't understand. what exactly were you trying to say with that?
He said, by the time your girls are old enough, they're going to be going to school naked. And then I stopped laughing, and I was like...
Look at Lauryn over there.
Oh.
What
does that mean?
What? First of all, I wore hoodies and sweatpants to school almost every day. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
I'm confused.
Is this another...
Excuse me?
An episode for a later date.
Wait, what do you mean look at Lauryn over there? I'm confused.
He wants to talk about the clothes you wear one day.
So
the stray was not.
I'm saying
no, that was a stray, and it came directly at me.
You're right. It was a kill shot, but it wasn't like.
But I'm confused. I'm very
saying.
Confused. What exactly were you trying to say?
I mean, isn't it obvious?
I don't think it is.
Not.
I'm confused.
That's what I
like
know.
That was a stray. It came from nowhere.
Like Lauryn goes out dressed like a stripper or something.
Yeah, what are we referring to?
I don't think it sounded like that.
No, that's how you made it sound. You made it sound like I wear barely anything, especially because it was talking about like what people wear to school, and you were like, Lauryn, like I'm walking around. I don't know. It was.
I think out of all of us daughters, because there's only 2 of us here, there's 4 of us total. You have a tendency to be more midriff friendly, more. Some of it is genetics as well. You can't help your features, but you have a tendency to be more dressed a little bit more, razzle, like you're going out. You feel good about you feel good about yourself, and that's a great thing. I think. I just thinking like if Dad had to like, for most of my life, I wore baggy coats and sweatpants every day. Like I've never really thought that Dad would have a problem with what I wear unless it's like a bikini maybe, but you tend to have more of a this to you. You've had fights with Mom about it.
But no, my thing is, yes, I will admit, I do like a crop top from time to time.
And out of all 4 of us,
But listen, you made it seem like I was wearing like see-through it just sounded crazy. And even then, like the crop
I didn't say
tops,
that at all.
No, you didn't say that, but the way it sounded was crazy. And even
you
now,
said less, so it gave more to the imagination of what you meant. He said, by the time your girls are old enough, they're going to be going to school naked. And then I stopped laughing, and I was like...
Look at Lauryn over there.
Oh. What does that mean?
What?
I did apologize.
No, go ahead. Say it.
I know. I don't personally feel like it's compared to like
other people.
Yeah, like what I wear now, I feel like to you guys, maybe
I don't think it's crazy.
It may have seemed extreme, but even now, like when I do wear a crop top, it's not like anything.
But I don't think your crop tops are crazy. I just think that that's like if Dad had to point to any of us, it would be mostly you. But I wear them too. I'm just saying,
so
out of all of us, you were doing it first. I feel like, or you were pushing. Because I was the one who was complicit. I didn't wear a bikini till I was 17, and then after that, all of you guys just snuck through the cracks.
I could say over the course of like being a dad to adolescent, teenage, young adult girls, I haven't had any heart attacks or cringe necessarily for the most part when it comes to dress. And a lot of that I really just left up to your mom, because I think your mom is very modest. My issue is like with just what has become the norm with females in general. Dare I go into this conversation with women in general?
Yeah,
I'm sorry, females is like politically incorrect. Okay. Well, I don't have a problem. You call me a male. I am a male.
I don't call you a male though. I call you king.
But my issue is the tights phenomenon.
Tights?
Like every woman, it used to be, in which I know your mom has done.
Tights.
Wait, are you like
tights? He means leggings.
Leggings.
He doesn't mean
Leggings.
tights. He means leggings.
And when you guys were growing
I feel bad for you, but athletes is really popular. It's just more and more popular.
Like the leggings, like your mom would say, okay, wear a sweatshirt or something over the leggings so you don't show the curves and the...
They didn't have curves.
Yeah, I don't...
The vaginal front triangular
maybe just
crotch type area.
What is that actually called?
I think they're called like
camel toe.
Camel toe.
I could not.
Well, camel toe is not. No, that's
they're
different.
called. No, it's called something else.
The camel toe's okay. The camel toe's acceptable.
No. Camel toe is definitely not okay.
It's called.
But when you see the triangle part, like.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is.
No, but it has a name. I'm trying to think.
So now, like before, when mom would say that, I don't know whether y'all went to school and y'all like got rid of the sweatshirts or whatever.
I always kept mine.
But now y'all go out and y'all just say, bam, here it is. Like, this is it. And I don't care what you think about it. And I get that. But I also know the dudes are going to be like,
bam.
Dudes are going to be like salivating.
Let me ask you a question.
Examining.
We don't care.
I know you don't care. But you're going to attract guys that are like...
Can I be honest with you? Men don't say anything to me when I leave the house.
Yeah, me either.
They don't say anything to me.
Like that's
most of these guys today are cowards. They're not going to say.
So then, what's the problem?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess just from a father's view, I don't want them to look at you guys for your body first before. I mean, I get they're going to look at you for your looks, like right.
But I think they look at them for their body first, anyways. Like a woman is more inclined to date an ugly man and like give him a chance than a man is. Like he's not gonna. If a man isn't attractive, he's not. That's
never left me.
What
I don't know if it was the philosophy you had because we were driving back home and it was late at night and you said something and that's always stuck with me. It's like how men's higher standards are higher than women's, and you were like you never see men walking around with like women that they think are less attractive than them, but you always see a beautiful woman walking around with an ugly man.
I don't know if I said it in those exact words, but I feel like women are like nicer. Like they're gonna give a man a chance, like based on personality or something. I don't think men do that.
So I get that too, but I guess the thing that we had in our generation. This is when I really feel old when I say statements like.
I think you should just stop saying our generation.
But it is a distinction between our generation and your generation. Like when your mom was your age, there was a mystery to what was underneath the layers of clothes. Like, there were certain things that weren't mysterious because, again, she's very, very blessed. But at the same time...
You're talking about, like
when you show, like, the leggings, you get to see the whole
But I also want you to understand we live in the generation of Instagram models. Like, if a man wants to see a woman's body parts, he can just open his phone. Like, they're not really...
Right.
Me and my leggings is not special.
Right. But that's, like, for any woman. So, like, the one that is more modest, then there's the mystery and the modesty. If everybody's just saying "bam" and here it is,
mysterious or alias,
please
that word. I hate
not too
that
much.
Word so much.
I think you're talking about women in general and not necessarily us at this point, where it's just like there's no mystery. But there are certain places I wouldn't wear my athleisure, and it's funny because I feel like in Europe they have a thing where it's like you only wear gym clothes to the gym, like. Or not, they have a thing like all of them know this, but it's like I've seen a lot of European women on TikTok, like they only wear their athleisure to the gym and they immediately change. And I think that's part of like the lazy culture in America where people just wear pajama pants or sweatpants all day long. So I'm trying to get out of that, even though I have sweatpants on right now. But
I don't think sweatpants are lazy, but the whole pajama thing is going out of control.
What I was going to say is another reason. So people either are so lazy they don't care, and that's their right because I don't care either. Or gym clothes also do make you feel your most confident. Like. And maybe people want to feel confident. But you're saying the confidence, if it's rooted in if your confidence is rooted in what
how
other people,
look at you.
Well, I don't think it's rooted in that, but it's how you look at you.
No, so, I thought you were saying if you're confident. Never mind.
Let me ask you a question. Do you feel pressured by society to show shape and body?
No.
Because I feel like some...
I think I'd be lying if I said no.
I feel like some girls or ladies or women, not females, but humans of the female persuasion,
That's actually more confusing.
Just say women.
I feel like some young women kind of feel like they need to show what they have to to offer from a body standpoint. And I don't know, I just like, I obviously biologically and lovingly father you guys, but I have a heart for this generation of girls because I feel like they have to live under this definition of how you're supposed to look and the pressures that come with it. Could there have been anything that a father could have said, that I could have said from that standpoint to say, you're fine the way you are?
Are you talking like body-wise?
Yeah.
Well, personally, my body has never been a big insecurity for myself. Like, it's never, yeah. So, I mean, I don't think there's anything you could have said to me because it was never really an issue for me. I don't think I cared enough. And then, yeah, I didn't really care enough. And I was like, I've always just been like, okay, that's just what I look like.
I think you and I have this conversation all the time. And I don't think, but we also just... like the calories to go back on working out, because even now I'll say to you like, oh, like I want this to change. You're like, no, that's fine. So I don't think there's anything that you can say that's going to make me like it's in my head.
Yeah, but I'm saying we have this conversation now and we talk about it from a workout perspective, but I guess it is kind of tied into just like a bodily shape or package perspective from your end, because you're quote unquote on the market. I don't like to use the phrase on the market.
She's on the market.
But I'm saying you're a single. At some point, you're looking to be married. At a certain point, that has to be a factor. I didn't know you
were on the market, girl.
Right?
Me either.
You understand what I'm saying, right?
Sure.
But I'm saying, yeah, this is you at 21. Is there something that a father could have possibly said at like 11 or 12, or like when you're starting to, because we guys, we tend to obviously shy away from any conversations dealing with body, dealing with menstruation.
But I think that's not true. I think guys used to be like that. I think the problem also...
Fathers?
Well, yeah, fathers maybe.
That's what I'm talking about from fathers.
Okay.
We shy away from...
I think part of the problem is men are
that.
constantly commenting or like saying things or comparing women. I think that's part of the problem. But...
Right, so I'm saying, could the father have a voice in that area, or will it always just be chalked up as, well, you're just dad? You're supposed to say something that's nice and comforting. It doesn't matter.
That's a good question.
It felt like it was.
I think it is. You're just dad. But I think for us and our family, at least, seeing how you interact with mom and, I guess, support her at the different stages, like knowing that you met her when she was young and our age, and then she's had 5 of your big-headed kids, or, well, some of you don't have big heads like me.
2 of them had small heads.
Yeah.
Mom tells me I have a small head.
3 of them had small heads.
But you've been with her throughout. I think seeing how you interact with mom kind of gives me hope, because I think I see a lot of women who, like, if we're talking about women are constantly for the rest of their lives. It's not even just adolescence. Like you're saying, girls wearing certain things when they're young, but it's like even after you have kids or during pregnancy, like you're going to have to face questions and, like, insecurities about your bodies forever, which kind of scares me, which is why I'm trying to let it go. Or trying to, I told you, get to a point now where I'm like, if I'm working out, I'm in a routine, I'm doing everything I can do. But right. I think seeing how you've treated mom and like supported her in her different stages kind of gives me hope. Like, somebody might be able to do that for me. Like I saw a woman the other day, they're very vulnerable. I don't think everything needs to be posted. Like we don't need to see your full rum, like all that. You know, after you have a baby, God bless. But for the ones that do, I feel bad because some of their comments are like other women supporting them, or it's like men, like yikes. Like, so it's like thinking about that, and that's the best thing you can do. I think that's just actions, though, not necessarily your words to me.
So, I mean, I think that it's important, based on what you just said. I think, again, this is probably me being overly concerned as a dad. And the leggings is just one example. the need to show off the cleavage and go down on the cleavage and just like.
Well, I do feel like I look like a little boy. I will admit, 'cause I don't have Lauryn has bigger boobs than me. So whenever we talk about this, and like if I wear a dress, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like a little boy.
Well, with that for me, I guess that was the one thing I was insecure about, but I guess not for what most people would think, because
you're probably self-conscious, not insecure.
I was more self-conscious because I guess I had the biggest chest in the family, and so it just made me feel like, like you said, mom's very modest, so it felt like she would like let the girls wear something, like wear her shirts, like if we were borrowing her shirts, and she's like, you can't wear that because she'll stretch it out or something like that. And it just made
I don't think she said
no, she did. She did. It was like y'all would go in and borrow her shirts and stuff, and she'd say that to me. And then it's like when I didn't like wearing tight fitted shirts. This was probably like middle school going into high school. I didn't like wearing tight fitted shirts because I felt really self-conscious about like my chest, I guess, and because it was bigger. And so, I mean, me and her talked about it, and, like, she apologized that she made me feel self-conscious about that and all that. And now I'm more, like, confident in wearing them, but, like, I didn't for a while.
That's a little boy
all
thing.
The more reason, like, before I was cut off, I was saying that your aspiration or your desire, from what I'm hearing you say, is to hopefully you'll end up with a husband that gives a space or grace for a woman as the body goes through different changes. And I'm saying, like, you're going to attract based on how you dress. I personally believe that. So for a lot of women, they attract a lot of dudes that all they see is physical appearance, and they expect that physical appearance to be the same from the time they commit to say I do to the time that they die. And then there's issues when that's not the case. But if you're dressed modestly, then someone who's going to be around you is obviously, they're going to see how pretty you are, but they have to now understand your brains and how you feel and what you think before they are so obsessed with the body. I mean, a dude is going to be able to see, like, even if you're wearing sweatpants in like a coat, he'll still be able to.
That's what I'm saying. There's no point. But
there is a difference though between the person.
Yes, there is, and I'm not out here wearing the craziest things in the world.
I know. I'm not saying you.
No, I know. I'm just making that point. But I was going to say, when you say my aspirations for a man, I think my aspiration honestly is to get to a point where I'm confident in everything that I wear, like regardless of a man, and it's like also being consistent enough with my routine and what I do to feel confident and like working out, so that when I have off days or when I have, because women's bodies are constantly fluctuating, when I have moments where it's like I don't feel the greatest, it's like I know if I keep just doing what I normally do, in a few weeks I'll feel better again. And then if it's like if my hope eventually, if my husband is going to have to love me regardless of what I look like meaning like me how I feel now with my not as blessed upper half as Lauryn, or like, you know what I mean. But I'm saying the person for me is going to like me the way I am, so that's where I'm at with that.
Yeah, I think that even with that, I feel really, like I said, my heart goes out to being a father of 4 girls. It probably made me more sensitive than I was before, but my heart goes out to women in general, because even with what you're saying now, it's like God made different body shapes and types, and like there's no compare. Well, I don't have as big as this, or I don't have. And like, I feel like you guys think about that far often. Now, guys make comparisons too, and they might compare pecs or muscles or, you know, all that other stuff. But it doesn't get to a point, in my opinion, where it impacts our level of confidence and our level of identity. But for some reason, I feel like society just floods these image pressures on y'all. That, like you said, some people will even put out money to
a lot of people
to buy a body that God never even designed for them to have, and it's okay. It's all right. There's different like shapes and sizes and the way that it comes about, and different men have different preferences for that. And like, if we could just preach that, as opposed to you got to have such and such as booty and you got to have breasts like that.
Well, is it men on men to? Because I don't think men...
It is on men. Yeah, it's ours. We dropped the ball.
Well,
and we keep dropping
how many
the ball.
balls have we dropped? But I was going to say, I'm not saying it's on men. I'm just saying I don't think.
But we helped to define it.
No, y'all did define it.
So we have this little conversation we've had back and forth. I think we talked about it recently. There's this thing called body shaming, particularly for overweight. And I personally think, and this is old school, that everybody should have a certain level of dignity as far as if stuff is like hanging over, then that should be something you should be mindful to like just kind of address, or not wear clothes to just expose that like that, right? So that's one extreme. But the other extreme is there is this contentment that you should have, like, this is the body God's given me. Let me just appreciate the body that God's given me, right? I'm at peace. I'm never going to look like Thor, right?
Yes, everyone should be content with the body that God has given them. I don't understand where you were going before you said the Thor comment.
He's saying that he's at peace with his body.
Absolutely.
Okay. But we can get to that. I'm happy for you.
Now, there was a time I wasn't at peace. I felt like I was overweight and I wanted to do something about it.
What is the equivalent for leggings for men, actually?
What is the equivalent for leggings for men?
But it's something that we shouldn't have to see, or you don't think that men should wear that women should see, like a muscle tee?
Y'all shouldn't see.
I feel like men shouldn't be shirtless. Like,
it's a double standard, right?
Yeah, it's a double standard for that, because that pisses me off. Like, first of all, why do they get to just be shirtless, and then when we have to wear bras and like, no, but man. I feel like also when we're at water parks or it's hot outside, and there's men that have bigger boobs than me, and they can just be shirtless because they're a man, and that's pisses me off.
That's actually not fair. Bad. Not saying that you can't have boobs as a man. I'm just saying, if you get to have yours out, why can't I have mine out? Because they have boobs and they're surely bigger than mine. Like, I actually don't want mine out, but I know it's
like, that just is no for me.
I tell you,
give that man a bra.
I don't want to see these dudes that don't know how to wear pants, and you see their drawers and their booty like.
Oh, sagging is nasty.
It is so disturbing.
It's not cute.
I'm like, bro, go to jail.
And you know what really makes it even more annoying? That actually an outrageous comment.
I think that might be.
No, do you know, like...
I know where it comes from, but like to say, bro...
No, I think he's saying it might be a crime somewhere else.
No, I'm saying it became a fad in the hoods to wear your pants like
because
that.
men in
jail, it was like
I know, but
you
tell them to go to jail. Okay.
I'm just saying, give them a reality check.
I was just gonna say,
wear your shorts like that in jail and see what happens to you.
Okay.
Maybe we just cut.
I was just gonna say it makes me even more mad when they're like sagging and then they have belts on too, because they'll wear like their designer belts, but their pants are hanging below their butt. That pisses me off so bad, because it's like, why is the belt there? What is the what is the point? What is the purpose of wearing a belt?
Do you believe in this statement, you are what you wear?
No. I don't have a
Wait, you are what you wear.
No, not at all, actually. I've never heard that before.
I just created it.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Okay, bro.
Okay.
Why would I?
Will people define you by what you wear? Do you judge a book by its cover?
I think that depends on the person. People, sure.
I don't know. I think
there
if
are people
stupid,
that
you
will
will
probably define people by what they wear, but it's. Like, I think you can't do that.
Don't we all do that?
No.
Okay, if you see somebody that like, give your glasses.
Oh.
They have a conservative, plaid button-down shirt, and they have glasses like this, and they have slacks that come up to their belly, right here.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to automatically see them as...
Did you touch the...
You can clean them. I will say no.
Touch that?
On accident, Lauryn. I apologize. Did you just drop them?
Yeah, I did. Dramatic effect.
Would you not define them to say, okay, they're more of the astute, they're not athletic?
No. What is athletic?
Because I feel like you can wear anything, honestly, and like... if you're like me, I don't have one sense of style. One day I'll have one. I don't even know. My closet's very weird. I just buy what I feel like buying in that moment, and I'll wear something very different than I wore the day before. But also, I've come to learn that less is more, and people that tend to have more wear less. So, like, people who are flashy, I'm going to think you actually don't have it like that. Versus people who, like, I've kind of, like, learned to, like, not really think about what someone's presenting to me, because it's like we all make presentations that aren't real. So the nerd could just be trying to fake be a nerd.
I'm just saying, whoever sees the person, and I never called him a nerd or her a nerd.
You said astute. I'm sorry. The astute person could be faking.
I'm just saying they wear that because they want to be defined a certain way, and most people will define them that way. So being attentive about what you put on is very important. Well, I guess everybody's intentional about what they're putting on. Just understand that people are going to come up to with their own conclusions about based on what you put on. And you can say that's up to them. They can conclude whatever they want. I'm just going to wear whatever I want and just be me. And that's fine. But understand that you're going to attract or repulse people based on what you wear. If I see someone that wears like a female that wears like low revealing stuff to give extra highlight to the breast area or the butt area or the thighs or whatever, I'm going to say that she might be thirsty or needy for attention.
But you shouldn't, though. I mean, because with that, isn't that like, let's say if someone's tatted from head to toe, and then you're just assuming that that person's dangerous or in a gang or something. That couldn't be the case.
Somebody could conclude that, yeah.
Yeah, but that may not be the case. That person may be saved and good job and everything, but based on their looks, you're just gonna put them in a box.
When you say tatted from head to toe, if you're getting tats from head to toe, there is going to be a concern of what are you trying to fulfill to make your whole body a mural? Like, what are you...
Maybe it's just art for them, and they like to express art.
People make judgments based on appearance, whether it's good or bad. So
should we be making judgments?
Whether it's good or bad.
Should we be making judgments?
Yes and no.
Well, do you want to say why yes and why no?
No, you should not judge a book by its cover, because the beautiful thing about every person is underneath that is something about that person you would have never known or guessed, or there's probably a commonality or something similar between you and that person that you'll never get to. But yes, because that person is intentionally telling you, based on what they put on, what their values might or might not be, depending on what they put on. And that might be unfair because you misread it, but it also might be a boundary to protect you from going further because of that. I'm not saying it's a right or wrong answer. I'm just saying what you put on, what you dress, how you dress, it matters. There's a motivation why people do stuff.
So you're saying a woman in the position that you described with the boobs and the thighs and all that, you're saying your concern is attracting the wrong person. And what you put on is signaling to them that you might be easy, because you said thirsty, or that you might be
I didn't even say easy.
I know, I'm just saying this is what I'm
When hearing. I say thirsty, I'm looking at it. So I right or wrong, y'all can forgive me. Just the way I see life. I'm about to be 50, so you get. So
you're playing the old man card.
You don't. I don't care.
I don't know if that's a fair card, though.
No. What I'm saying is, thirsty to me equates to there's a void of attention that this person might have, which they could have or should have received from a dad, but they didn't. So now they're going to the next male and getting that attention from them, because the attention from a man is different from the attention from a woman. I won't say male or female, right?
You've already said female.
You just did. But I agree with that, because I had a friend, and her dad wasn't very present in her life, and she admitted that she was like, she did look for that attention that she looked for that in other guys because her dad never gave it to her.
And so watch this. You have an example of somebody that said that. So now she gets a positive affirmation or a reaction from a male and says, oh, this works, so let me now make this a part of my routine. But that look for a fatherly attention and trying to substitute for that is only going to go so far, and is never going to really satisfy.
That's what she was saying, because she was kind of fed up with herself over it, because she was like, she was mad at her dad, and then she was mad at herself, and she was like, honestly, the only reason why it's like this is because she's never had that from him, and then she was mad that she was looking for that in other guys versus herself, and she realized that, like, in doing that, it's not going to do anything for her.
Yeah. So that's my concern. That's what breaks my heart when I see, certain behaviors or tendencies like that.